I wanted you to watch this video towards the end. So what I did is I watched every single top YouTuber in their niche to figure out what they do to make people watch videos towards the end. And I've learned a few tips and tricks and methods to get people to watch towards the end of the video. So I decided to implement every single one. Albeit some of them are more subtle than others and some of them are very much in your face to capture your attention, but they work because this video is going to have 100% retention. Or at least I hope it will. And if you're wondering when I'll start using these tricks on you, you're too late. Because the first one is the hook. Not surprising, to get people to watch towards the end of the video, you have to get them to watch the first minute of the video. And to get them to watch the first minute, you need to get them to watch the first 30 seconds. And these 30 seconds are the most important 30 seconds of a video. Let me show you exactly what I did here. I wanted you to watch this video towards the end. So what I did is I watched every single top YouTuber in their niche to figure out what they do to make people watch videos towards the end. To make a stellar hook, you have to put yourself in the audience's shoes. They've just clicked on a video because they were intrigued because of the title and thumbnail, and now the hook is either going to show them that yes, this is the video that you wanted to see, or no, this was just clickbait and there isn't any value for you here. One of the best people that does this is Mr. Beast. And if we play a clip from one of his videos, you see exactly how he structures his hook to make sure that you continue to watch after clicking the title and thumbnail.
I tied up an FBI agent. If he steals this $100,000 from me before midnight, he keeps it. This is a night. Good luck. Let's go, Tariq.
And you can see that he's very high energy to catch your attention, and then he reinforces the title and thumbnail by literally repeating his title and thumbnail, and then he gets right into the video. And speaking of the story of the video, one of the easiest ways to recapture people's attention no matter what type of video you're making is the visuals. I don't know if you've noticed, but YouTube is an audio-visual type of platform, and visuals are a big part. And there's a lot of subtle things that YouTubers do to re-engage your eye. Because the longer you need to focus on one thing, the more bored you feel. But if things are constantly changing to keep your eye engaged, you feel a lot more entertained. So your favorite YouTubers try things like changing the camera angle, changing the background, having B-roll, adding visuals like text and images, and basically doing what I just did. And it's show not tell. If there is something that I can show on screen that will emphasize my point, I will most likely show you a clip of it, add text, add an image of it, zoom in, so you can tell the story with more than just your words. But a lot of the time we're watching YouTube and not really focusing on the visuals, we're just listening or we're just there, so it's as important to engage people through audio. And this is a very subtle one that your favorite YouTuber does. Music and sound effects play a huge role. One of the best ways to re-engage an audience is by having sound effects like this and this, and by having music in the background. You're not just sat there listening to me in awkward silence. And one of the best ways of using audio is one that Colin and Samir do a lot. And tell me if you can notice what happens here.
Suddenly, everything went dark.
This is going to be the explanation in my mind.
Yes, switching music when transitioning from one point of the story to another to re-engage people. Because let's say there's a really sad part that you want to emphasize in the video and you're getting very sentimental and pouring your heart out. You want the music to reflect it. Because it'd be quite weird if you're just pouring your heart out and this plays. But all of these tactics that I've found YouTubers do are just tiny things that you can change. But if the video doesn't work, then no retention strategy is ever going to help it. And this is why the most important retention strategy is actually having a great story. And I know what you're thinking. It's very easy to tell stories in some niches like Mr. Beast or Eric than it is in education niches, for example. But that's not true, because throughout this video I have been telling you my story of doing research on retention strategies. So whatever you're doing on YouTube, you can always tell stories. Because the basic story structure doesn't change whatever you're talking about. Having a 3-step act is essential for any story. So you have the hook, and then stakes rise over time till you reach the climax and a resolution and then the payoff. There's one thing in their mind that they really want an answer to, and that answer is the resolution. But they can't get to it unless it's at the end of the video. So find a way to structure your videos and your message in this story form. And one of the easiest ways of doing that is relating whatever you're talking about to you. People want to feel like they're talking to another person telling them the story, because you're sharing your pains, your struggles, your dreams, and people can relate to it, and hence it feels like a conversation that people want to finish towards the end, and not just a video with a YouTuber on the other side trying to trick them to watch towards the end. And this leads me to my final point, and the greatest retention hack of all, building audience loyalty. What most content creators don't really understand is you're trying to build a relationship with an audience. Because building an audience means that that audience trusts that every single piece of content you put out is one that you think is worth their time and effort. And if you build that loyalty over time, people won't just watch towards the end, they'll keep coming to watch more of your content and watching that towards the end. It's super cool to have visuals, transitions, animations, but if there isn't a relationship being built between the creator and the audience, it's going to be very difficult to keep them coming and keep them watching. This is why I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments. Would you rather have 1 million people watch 20% of a video or 10,000 people watch 100% of the video? Let me know down in the comments. Oh, and watch this video from Mr. Beast to show you exactly his thumbnail strategy to get more people to click. Because remember, if they don't click on the video, they'll never watch it towards the end anyways. I'll see you guys in the next one.